corner. And it is a corner. Everyone stopped then for a moment. Quasi, meanwhile, is still feeling that left leg on the side. And he's now waiting to come back on, and he does come back on, Joshua Quasi. Well, hopefully then, like I said, it was just pain rather than a pull. So Quasi on, Saints back to 11 for this corner. It's going to be De Kuyper, some assigning the left back to whip it in. His left foot. Dunk wins another header. He finds himself on the left wing as he gets it back now. Had a good ball to Mitoma, but linesman says the ball went out of play. Throw in Saints. James Bree did well to make about 10-15 yards from where it went out. Shea Charles rather hurriedly played it forward. It was easy for Vifa to mop up. He was looking for Fraser early. He was now playing out on the left. Archer down the middle. Armstrong on the right. It's almost a 4-4-2 at times. Archer playing up alongside Damien Downs now. And they're trying to press Brighton here as Steele dribbles the ball around looking for his options. And Hecker to Weaver. First time ball across to Dunk. It's easy to spot distinguishable figure of Paul Van Hecker. Nicely slipped by De Kuyper. And then that's a good ball from Gomez to Mitoma. Mitoma in the box. Headed away by Stevens. Ayari. Remember, Adringa sold as well. They had some money with their 3 sales. Brighton, they always do. 90 seconds of normal time left. Minte, the goal scorer, crosses, and that was a crucial touch from James Bree. Because Bazunu was on his line, Mitoma was breathing down his neck. And a crucial touch from James Bree to take that away. It was whipped in early by Yankuba Minte onto his left foot, and then Mitoma was just looking to get in at the back post, and excellent defending. Southampton, just the morale of it all could do with just making sure it's only 1-0 at the break, which is close depending on whether the referee plays any stoppage time in a friendly. Here comes this corner again. Brighton looking to get men in around the back on the back post corner. It wasn't great. So relief for Saints. Diego Gomez got that wrong, the Paraguayan. They have these players, don't they, Brighton? They just, players turn up and you haven't heard of them, but they tend to replace the players they're selling way before they sell them, rather than sell them and then replace them. They're always thinking ahead with their mapping of their player profiles and also their succession. Be clear again. Dunk tells everyone to calm down. He's got it. And they're happy just with their foot on the ball. Ayala is there. There's another Saints player down. 2 minutes of stoppage time. 3 minutes, I should say. You don't really need them friendly, do you? But we're going to have it, apparently. 3 minutes we're going to have, and the Saints player down will add to that 3 minutes. So the goal coming in the 25th minute from Yankuba Minte, from De Kuyper's pass and a quick counter-attack. Ball out early from Paul Van Hecker. Just stretched Saints very quickly with that move. Brighton opened up for them. They should have scored again when Mitoma slipped as Minte laid it on a plate for him to score the second just after the half hour. And the closest Saints have come in this first half really is Joshua Quasi's header over that came from James Bree's cross in the 16th minute. So a little injury here to Moses Cisse, who's already in, remember, for the injured Flynn Downs. And I think we're going to a lot of these players were probably due to play much more than 45 minutes. It's been interesting to see if Cisse and Quasi, for instance, have to be replaced just for precautions. So the game should restart. A few fans understandably decided they're not going to wait for stoppage time to go and get their pie. And Fabian Herzler will be very pleased, I'd have thought, with the way his team's moved the ball around today. Remember, they've still got 2 weeks. The Premier League, which starts with the defending champions Liverpool against Bournemouth at Anfield on the 15th. That'll be live across the south, of course, on BBC Radio Solent, like every Saints game this year. And Van Hecker from halfway swings that right foot through the ball. Mitoma chests it down to try and keep it up, but he keep it in, but he can't. Throw into Saints, and we are winding this first half down, aren't we? Downs controls well from Bree's throw in, then he loses out and he trips up the defender. Referee didn't see it, or just decided to let play go carry on, and eventually he's going to give the first, or he's going to give the throw to Brighton, and decided everyone fouled everyone, so we'll just have a throw in. James Linton probably needs to just look at his watch and let everyone go and get a cup of tea now, as he puts the whistle to his mouth, and indeed he does. James Linton bring the half to a close. And it's a half where Southampton were under the cosh at times, fought back a couple of times, had their own little spell, but really I think you'd imagine Fabian Herzler will be happy with the two 32-year-old managers. Mitoma volleyed over when he was through between two defenders, probably should have done better in the 19th minute. Then Minte had his disallowed goal 3 minutes later when Manning was fouled as he scored. And it only took him another 3 minutes to give Brighton the lead. The lovely quick counter-attack goal where they shifted the ball, transitioned it really quickly up to Minte, who finished really smartly, curling it around Kwasi and Bazunu into the far corner. So Mitoma should have made it 2 after 32 minutes. He didn't, and we'll see how things go in the second half and whether Saints can get themselves back into it, at least get a goal here in front of their own fans at St Mary's to take into next week's opener against Wrexham. Lots still to happen between now and then, and of course between now and the end of the window at the end of August. But half time here in the sunshine at St Mary's. Second half commentary coming soon. It's Southampton 0, Brighton and Hove Albion 1.
It is time for Formula One in Hungary.
Welcome to Budapest.